Bad baseball gloves. Now available everywhere. Hey guys, Chris Sloan here with Bad Baseball and SelectBaseballTeams.com. Select Baseball Teams is a website where we help parents, coaches, and players get connected and find teams in their area. So if you haven't done so, take a minute to check out SelectBaseballTeams.com, and also be sure, if you haven't done so, be sure to subscribe here to Bad Baseball. All right, well, let's just get into it. So I want to talk a little bit today about bad baseball gloves and what my opinion of gloves and what they are, and you can take any of it however you want, but at the end of the day, I think there's a bunch of things you need to consider, right? So when you start to look at baseball gloves and what makes a quality glove, there's a couple of different things to consider. I think the first thing you need to look at is the material that it's made out of. So that can be anything from a low-end glove that's maybe made out of something like a fake leather or plastics, even some netting type materials, all the way up through high-end gloves that are made out of leather. They're made out of buffalo skin, and even something like this Nokona here that's made out of kangaroo. It's a very high-quality glove. It's probably one of the premier lines that Nokona sells. So they go really kind of all over the place as far as pricing and materials. And it just depends on what's a good fit for you. Another example is one of my son's older gloves. This is a Kip Leather glove. These are both very, very lightweight gloves, but they have a lot of durability. Kip Leather is really popular. I think Wilson uses it for their A2K gloves and the A2000s and that sort of thing. So it's a very lightweight leather, but it's a very durable leather. So those are really kind of things you have to consider. Another big piece of that, and obviously it plays right into the materials, and that is the cost of the glove. So you can go get, you can run down to Walmart and pick up a glove that they've got on the shelf made out of fake leather and some other materials, and probably get out of there for $15-20 for a kid's t-ball glove, right? Just something that they can play 5 or 6 games with in the year, and maybe probably throw away at the end of the year, because it's not going to have the durability that you're looking for. Where a glove like this, again, is going to run you probably closer to $500-600, depending upon where you get it. And hopefully you're going to be playing with that glove for many years, and you're going to take good care of it and get a lot of use out of it. So the cost really, you could, and the cost also is going to vary by size of glove. So one of the other things to consider is the size, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But cost can be, like I said, you can have gloves that are partially leather. You can have those different grains. Some of them have maybe a polymer on the outside with the leather in the interior. All of that plays a piece in the role, and you can go, a bunch of different stores, Dick's Sporting Goods, Academies, just to name a few. And obviously there's 100 different stores online where you can go and purchase gloves as well. And the prices will really range based upon, again, the type of material and the craftsmanship, how they're manufactured, are they done by hand, are they done by machine, and so forth. As to what type of quality and so forth you're going to get. And then one of the other things to really consider when you're looking at a glove is the size of the glove, the fitment of the glove. It's really important to kind of break it in. Younger players are going to need obviously a smaller glove just for their hands to be able to control and move it. And then as they get older, typically the glove sizes will increase. It depends on what position they're playing, however. If they're kind of an infielder, especially except for first base, they would normally probably want a smaller glove, anywhere from 11 inches to maybe 12 inches maximum, usually is what I would see. A lot of times the most popular is 11 1/4, 11 1/2 for the infielders. And then when they get into the outfielders, usually they're going to be 12 1/2, maybe even upwards of 13 inches, just because being on the run a lot of times to try and get fly balls, they want a bigger area for the ball to land in. So the size is a big key component of the fitment of the glove, and really making sure that you're going to get the most and the best use out of it. So to me, to recap, really, I think there's 3 kind of essential things to look at. It's the material, and that's obviously going to play into the cost, and then what size for a youth player or an adult, or teenager and that sort of thing. As they get bigger, those glove sizes are going to need to change. And so bringing it back to one thing. Is there really a bad baseball glove? I think there is. The only one that I've probably seen that I would consider is a bad baseball glove. If you look, I'll include a link and an image here. But Mariano Rivera talks about when he was younger, he used a piece of cardboard and shows how he made a glove out of a piece of cardboard. So unless your kid or you are playing with a cardboard baseball glove, it's probably not too bad. So just think about that. It's probably, you could be a lot worse. So it may not be the greatest, but it's definitely not a bad baseball glove. Anyway, I want to thank everybody coming and checking us out each week. I've got some other videos over here to my right where you can see other things that we've got going on, and other videos to learn more about select baseball teams and badbaseball.com. We thank you guys for checking us out, and we hope to see you next week. Thanks.